Dragon Ball Super Episode 54 is now officially in the history books, and as we move on forward to Dragon Ball Super Episode 55, keep in mind, guys, that this video will contain loads and loads of spoilers, so if you guys don't want anything ruined for you, simply fast forward the video, go watch the episode, come back so we can talk more Dragon Ball Super down in the comment section below. And now that you guys have been warned, let's move on forward to Dragon Ball Super Episode 55 with the Omni King requesting to see Goku. Now, towards the very end of the episode, we get to see where the Omni King specifically requests from Beerus and Whis for Goku to be brought to him. Now, many theories right now have been, tossed up in the comment section about why exactly the Omni King wants to see Goku. One of two reasons actually have to be either A, the Omni King wants to talk to Goku in respect to the Omni tournament that's to come, or the Omni King wants to have a word with Goku and pertains to the entire Black situation. Now, if you guys pay attention very carefully towards the very end, even brought up for about 3 seconds, we get to see a brand new character be introduced, and if you pay attention to the way this character is structured, similar to Whis and Vadus, this character also has a ring around their neck, or at least behind their head, very, very similar to Whis and Vadus. Now, again, we can't really confirm or deny that this is another god of destruction, or perhaps maybe this is a attendee of one of the gods of destructions, perhaps even the attendee of Omni King, but we do get to see this character pretty much bow to someone, whether it's bowing to the Omni King, we don't really know, but of course, my little theory here is the fact that this person, this entity, this being, could be the representation of a different universe, perhaps, because we do have an understanding that this Omni tournament will feature multiverses in this. We're going to have universes 1 through 12 be included in this, so we're not entirely too sure as to what he is in terms of ranking, like who he is. Obviously enough, once Dragon Ball Super Episode 55 kicks in and rolls on around, we're going to find out who he is, but we see that the Omni King requests for Goku to specifically come there. Now, I personally believe that this is going to somewhat include the Omni tournament. I think Zeno is going to talk to Goku about it and perhaps maybe trying to gather up a team. I don't think that Zeno cares too much about the entire Black situation, because let's face facts here. If Zeno actually wanted, if the Omni King truly wanted, the Omni King could easily get rid of Black, but of course you all have to keep in mind that this is not the Omni King's problem. This is not the Omni King's fight to wage. This is not the Omni King's business. The Omni King was so powerful, he actually wiped out 6 universes within a flash. So if this entity wanted, he could easily track Black down and erase him completely. So I don't think the Omni King worries too much about what's going on with Black. Obviously enough, he's probably going to question Goku as to what the heck is going on. He's hearing things about, the time ring being used by someone who's not a Kaioshin, and how this person is, going back and forth throughout time. So maybe Zeno is going to be giving Goku somewhat of an ultimatum, somewhat offering him a reward if he's able to stop Black from, messing with the flow of time. Now, in Dragon Ball Super Episode 54, we saw how Gowasu told Zamasu that you can't really go back into the past and change the course of events. You can only go into the future and see what's going on. But that right there contradicts itself, because we see how Black was able to go into the future and mess up the entire timeline, and of course going back into the past, where he pretty much messed up Future Trunks' time machine and stuff. So I think Black defies all forms of rules and regulations that have to do with the gods of destruction, even the Omni King himself. I do think that Black is spawned from Zamasu. Obviously enough, we saw in this particular episode where Gowasu gives Zamasu the official Potara earring and he straps it on his ear. So he didn't really murder Gowasu. He didn't do anything extreme as of right now. He is being put into question as to what's going on with other creatures, because he actually suggested to Gowasu that the entire barbarians ought to be eliminated and destroyed based on their actions of always fighting and stuff. So he's thinking like a god of destruction. He has that mentality of simply destroying, and Gowasu's putting that into an effect. So we see how Beerus also points the finger at Whis, and he's pretty much asking him like what the heck is going on. So I do think that we're going to be nearing the battle between Goku and Black again, as seen in the official title reveal, in which case I will confirm that in the next video. We see that Super Saiyan Rose will be a thing, and that will be Black's next transformation, aka Super Saiyan Pink. So I don't know how you guys truly feel about that. I know a lot of you guys are against that. Some of you guys are actually with the idea of Super Saiyan Pink. Some of you guys actually dig it. So I want to know down in the comment section below, are you guys on board with the idea of Super Saiyan Rose, or are you guys against it? Now, I understand that a lot of you guys are seemingly really pissed off at Akira Toriyama. A lot of you guys are saying like some really harsh things. A lot of you guys are saying that Akira Toriyama is lazy. All he's doing is recycling. All he's doing is giving us garbage. Dragon Ball Super has been garbage, this, that, and the third. A lot of you guys seem to be criticizing him and not putting an effort as opposed to the people that made GT, because you guys can't deny the GT characters looked very unique. Super Saiyan 4 had a very unique design. Omega Shenron had a very unique design. Baby Vegeta had a very unique design. Super Android 17 had a very unique design, whereas opposed to looking at Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, having to look at Black, having to look at other characters here, having to look at Golden Frieza, a lot of these characters seem to be very simplistic, very simple in stature. So a lot of you guys seem to be very upset on the fact that Akira Toriyama will be introducing Super Saiyan Rose, but in fact the design features are all but a mere colors change. So a lot of you guys seem to think that this color change isn't really suiting the character at all, but we're gonna have to wait and see what happens, because Goku will in fact be fighting Black somewhat between episode 56 and 57 as Goku begins to unleash Super Saiyan Blue against Super Saiyan Rose. We don't really know how strong Super Saiyan Rose is actually going to be, but I also think that going into Dragon Ball Super episode 55, Trunks is going to somewhat gather more of an understanding as to how he can improve, because we saw in Dragon Ball Super episode 54 that he pretty much gave up on himself, and you can't really give up on yourself just because someone is better than you at something or someone is stronger than you doesn't give you the reason to just completely give up, because at one point Trunks was stronger than Vegeta, and now Vegeta has surpassed him so much so that Trunks has little to no faith in himself in actually catching up. So I do think that Trunks is going to try to better himself even more. Very similar to Kaba, how Vegeta pretty much gave that life lesson to Kaba. I think that Trunks has more of a reason now to pretty much push himself in catching up with his father. So the Omni King will be there, and I personally think that the Omni King will talk to everyone in pertains to the Omni tournament, because we do have an understanding that this Omni tournament is going to be big, and it will possibly follow after the Black arc. So once Black is over and done with, I'm pretty sure they're going to have a couple more filler episodes before we get into the grand tournament of them all. So again, keep in mind, the Omni King probably has his own agendas and his own rules as to what he's going to be doing and how he wants to approach certain things. It pertains to him actually getting rid of Black, we can't really confirm or deny that. I really deny that, because I don't think the Omni King cares too much, unless of course, hypothetically speaking, Black is able to kill off Whis, Beerus, Goku, Vegeta, Champa, Vados, you know, everyone throughout the entire multiverse. Then I think the Omni King has more of a reason to go on ahead and just get rid of him, but I don't think that's the case at all. Certain people are predicting that Black just might fuse with someone. I really doubt that's the case, but towards the end of the preview, once again, we don't really see Black in the mix. I do think that Black may actually have an appearance towards like somewhat the middle end of the episode, because we have to find out what he's been doing. Obviously, I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys have forgotten about Mai, because future Mai was seen during one of the episodes before, a couple weeks ago. We saw her pretty much move her fingers, so she is alive in a way, in an essence. So we really haven't heard you know, about what happened to her. We haven't really found out what Black has been up to. Perhaps maybe Black has been destroying the world even more, or maybe even training to himself. We don't really know. Perhaps maybe Black even realizes that Mai is still alive and he wants to use her as bait. So I predict that the Omni King is going to speak to Goku about the tournament. Nothing in pertains to Black. If anything, he's probably going to ask him about if he knows anything about this character, but I really doubt Goku's going to answer him fully, because they're still trying to figure out as to what the heck is going on. But leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below, guys, down below. What are your overall thoughts as to what's going to be, you know, transpiring between Goku, Vegeta, Black, Trunks, Beerus, Whis? And obviously enough, I don't think the Universe 6 characters will be involved anymore. Only having a look at, you know, the nature of what's going on so far, we see how everything is mainly focused on Goku and Vegeta, especially with Vegeta, and how he has a huge distaste for Black, and how he wants to fix his son in order for them to pretty much gather up together and defeat him. So the Omni King again is not going to have an involvement, but I also feel as if episode 56 is going to portray Black being stronger than ever. I don't think he's going to become a Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan God, Kaioken times 100 either, but I do think Black is going to be pretty much beating down Goku until Goku is forced to use Super Saiyan Blue. And after that, I do think that Black is going to dish out Super Saiyan Rose. So comment down below, let me know your thoughts, guys. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you guys are Dragon Ball fans, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more daily news and updates. If you guys cannot wait for Dragon Ball Super episode 55, punch that like button square in the face, leave your thoughts down below. Again, comment down below and let me know your overall thoughts on the Omni King. What do you guys think that he wants from Goku? What are your overall thoughts on the person that was there, the being that had the ring around their body? I think that it's definitely an attendee of one of the other gods of destruction from the other universes. Perhaps maybe we might actually get to see for the first time ever another God of Destruction from another universe, but I really doubt that. But I think that this whole thing will now be beginning to build toward this massive tournament that's to come. So that's my overall predictions, guys, for Dragon Ball Super Episode 55. If you guys have missed my Episode 54 breakdown, go on ahead and check it out down in the comment section below. Tune in for more. And are you guys all for Super Saiyan White or Super Saiyan Pink? I'm really curious to know. So thank you guys for watching once again. I hope you guys enjoy. Have a blessed weekend, and I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Take it easy, guys. Peace.